Hey, with the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Let us bleed, shall we? Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. See what we got in the building. StreamYard, I see StreamYard acting funky already. Just started StreamYard acting funky. Burnell Stevenson, what up? G. McCall, Mark Wonderlick, Black Superman, Chi-Town's finest. Salute, bro. How you feel? Edgar Chavez, Rick Blackwell, Daryl Alexander, my brother, the Jab Jamboree. Go subscribe to my brother, the Jab Jamboree. This is his new channel right there. There you go. It's for the kids. Make sure you go subscribe to that new channel right there. That's my brother, Ack Reacher. Salute. Robert Singleton, Andrew Diaz, Mo G. There go my brother in the super chat right there. Tell him go subscribe to the new channel. I got you, good brother. There you go. Dill Spoolie, Hen Dog. True Boxing Night in the building. Salute. Rod Nail, Charles Jameson, Marlon Mobley. Smash your like button, ladies and gentlemen. This morning's live. It might be in a new Fat Boy Fitness, my brother. What's good? Might not be as exciting as most people would want it to be, but I think this is very important just to have a discussion. Mentu, what's going on? Tay Tay, future ex-wife, salute. And I posted this picture for a reason. Because there's a lot of things that I say, and there's a lot of things that I don't even want to touch. All right? And it's within good reason. I want to discuss the Netflix documentary about BALCO. It's on there right now. Steve L. the Mac, my brother, what's good? A lot of you were either young when this happened, or some of you that were adults, you remember this very clearly, because this happened, or this thing was huge. This thing was huge. That's exactly what the trolls say, their mothers say about my dick. This is huge. This rocked the world because it trickled into the Olympics. That's how crazy this thing got. It was in professional sports. Todd Swindle, salute. And it spilled into the Olympics. People were getting gold medals snatched. Marion Jones ended up getting prison time. It got crazy, and it all surrounded by the man in the middle, Victor Conte. Now, you know how I know Victor Conte? Which was crazy because when this bust opened, I'm looking at him, and right here in this picture, you know, he's an older man, seems to be out of shape. But when I'm looking at the man, and I'm like, why does he look familiar? And I'm like, what? So I'm talking with my father, and I'm like, why does this guy, so you see this thing with BALCO and everything else? And he says, oh, that's the guy from Tower of Power. I think he plays bass. And I said, oh, snap, that is him, isn't he? Let me see how old some of you guys are. I know probably Chi-Town's finest will know. PJ's Big Dog, salute. Ty Swindle, salute. I don't know. How many of you guys know the group Tower of Power? Mr. Shelton more than likely knows. I know if Trill Will was here, he'd know. Stormy definitely knows. But he played bass for Tower of Power. He's a musician. He's not a doctor. Jab Jamboree says, what's that? Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up something. I don't want to play their music because that's definitely they would definitely not let that fly. Let me see. See if I can get a good picture of these men up here. I'm looking for a good picture of Tower of Power. Damn. Trying to find a good picture, y'all. A really good picture. Yes, here we go. I was bugging. I was like, yo, wait a minute. That is him, isn't it? My pops was like, yeah, that's him. He was like, what'd he do? I said, you see this BALCO thing? I was like, that's him. He's like, whoa. This man flipped sports upside down. Flipped sports upside down. Hold on, I'm uploading a picture. Find Victor Conte. Find him. I mean, we're talking about the 70s. You're still a young man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Remember those? So very hard to go. Find Victor Conte in this pic. Oh boy. It's funny, man. That's funny. That's funny. It's bugged out, man. ES, salute. Mentu, Queen. Yeah, Queen knows. Robert Singleton, salute. See, Chi-Town's finest. Y'all know. Find Victor Conte in this picture. We're talking, this is what, 73, 74? There you go, Shade Girl. That's him. Right there in the middle. On bass, Victor Conte. Yep. No, he's right there in the middle. He's right there in the middle. That's good old Victor Conte. Big Texas was good. So yeah, this guy turns into this guy. You know, Father Time's undefeated. But if you haven't watched the, it's on Netflix right now. Right now. If you haven't watched it, it's an interesting watch. And you know, when the BALCO situation caught my eye, you know, I'm not a big baseball guy. But I was happy when Barry Bonds started knocking him out the park. For obvious reasons. Condo, my brother. You know, and I was like, wow. And then the Olympics, I was like, uh-oh. And then one day I'm watching Channel 7 News, ABC out here in New York, and I see Shane Mosley getting escorted into a building. I'm like, oh no! That's Shane Mosley. Oh boy, now it's in boxing. Oh crap. Man. And I said, oh man. And once it touches boxing, now you're like, oh shit, who else? Anwar Willis, salute. We're like, yo, who else? What happened here? What's going on? Damn. So I'm watching the documentary. It's really about Victor Conte and his relationship with athletes. The interesting thing is there was a man who in law enforcement, and his job was to snoop around things and create cases. Just find stuff, because you know things don't just come across your desk. You have to go out and look for stuff. That's their job. It sounds like messed up, but that's their job. Their job is to look for things wrong. Yeah, Angel, it's weird, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And they explain there were certain things that they were using that are now on a banned substance list. When all of this started, Victor Conte was not a doctor, although he walked around wearing a white coat. All of the stuff that when he started playing with chemicals and stuff, he tells you in the documentary, he simply went to a library and started reading up on certain vitamins and minerals, and he just started mixing them. What if I take this and mix it with zinc and then do this and do this and do this and do this? He knew, no doubt, I got you, Act. He knew what was illegal. So what he did, Eric Jordan, salute. He walked a fine line. If this is illegal, we're gonna go around it and try and invent something to get a similar or same effect. Right? At the time, y'all heard of HGH, human growth hormone, and there's a list of other things. Please watch the documentary. And he walked a fine line, and it became a very profitable business. But this guy was not a doctor. He just went to the library, just started reading shit. I mean, this is amazing. The trust, and these are million-dollar athletes, the trust that they put in this man that played bass for a legendary funk band. And he just started mixing stuff, and he got some good results from athletes, and next thing you know, he's got a whole NFL team under his wing, paying him money for better results. Now, if you have one person that's that you're working with that does well, and that one person goes back to his professional team, and they say, hey, you know, I was running this fast and I'm running this fast. What's your secret? I work with this guy, Victor Conte, man, out in San Francisco in the Bay Area. Man, a lot of your teammates ain't even gonna ask a question because they're gonna assume that it's legal. But everything's okay till it's not okay. Stormy, salute. He said, YouTube hit you from my algorithm this morning. You were on my coming up messages, but no notification. You're going live. They mad. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, because I'm talking about how dirty sports are. You know. But again, you see, I got this picture here for a reason, right? I have this picture here for a reason. Now I'm going to read to you what BALCO was. The BALCO scandal was a scandal involving the use of banned performance-enhancing substances by professional athletes. Let that sink in for a second. The Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative, that's what BALCO stands for, was the San Francisco Bay Area business which supplied anabolic steroids to professional athletes. In 2002, the U.S. federal government investigated the laboratory. You got to see how this guy got all that information in order to get a warrant to just invade their laboratory. He was literally digging in the garbage and getting boxes and syringes, you know, like boxes from where the syringes came out of, and like collecting DNA. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you, they were very sloppy with what what they were doing. You just throwing, you have a murder weapon, you just throw it in the garbage. How about burn it? How about shred the paperwork? These guys had full orders from athletes written down. This is in 2002, y'all. Texting wasn't like a thing. Even prior to that, a whole note written by a professional athlete. I need this, and that. Pay you in cash or whatever. And it's like, whoa. I mean, shit is crazy. History of BALCO, founded in 1984 by Victor Conte and his first wife, Aubrey. BALCO began as Millbrae Holistic, a vitamin shop in Millbrae, California. Initially, the business venture to keep food on the table. Only 1 year after opening, Victor Conte closed Millbrae Holistic and started BALCO as a sports supplement company in neighboring Burlingame, investing in ICP spectrometer. Excuse me. Conte used his knowledge of nutrition, largely self-taught, like I just said. This man just went to the library and started reading stuff, to devise a system of testing athletes for mineral deficiencies in order to maintain a perfect balance of minerals in the body. Through the regular urine and blood testing, Conte would monitor and treat mineral shortages in athletes, supposedly elevating their physical wellness dramatically. Surviving his divorce from Aubrey and several years of financial hardships, BALCO did not achieve professional success until the summer of 1996, when the addition of NFL linebacker Bill Romanowski, you remember him, to its client list. From here, Conte began acquiring additional high-profile athletes with a special concoction of undetectable drugs assembled by Illinois chemist Patrick Arnold and distributed by personal trainer Greg Anderson. And they were off to the races. These guys were distributing EPO, HGH. What is this? Modafinil, whatever it is. Modafinil, whatever the hell it is. It's a stimulant. You know what I mean? It's used, I think it's used to treat sleep disorders. Testosterone. Y'all remember Cream of the Clear? That was the stuff that well, actually the Clear was a steroid that it was like a drop you put under your tongue, but the cream was the masking agent that you put on your body. It was like testosterone. And I think that's what Shane Mosley had. Y'all remember that period where Shane Mosley was looking like a bodybuilder? Well, he was on that stuff. But when he was called into Congress to testify, he had no clue. And that's what he said. And they bought into it because he said, I didn't know what I was taking. You had NFL people there. You had MLB players there. You had Olympic athletes there. So I just followed with the athletes that were doing well for themselves. And I just didn't question anything. I had no idea what I was on. Look at these names. Jason Giambi, Barry Bonds, Marion Jones, Bill Romanowski, Shane Mosley. My God. That dude named Dave, salute. Daryl Alexander, salute. Oh, you actually use the Clear? Yeah, man. Oh, and see, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. That's why if you were young, if you wasn't around when this happened, and then you heard about what Tank was talking about when B-Hop got next to him, a lot of cats laughed and said, oh, come on, what is Tank talking about? It's always them with some nonsense or whatever. No, bro, you don't let no one touch you. And what made it worse was B-Hop's explanation. All B-Hop had to do was say, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. What? Get out of here. But B-Hop said he looked like he was going to fall off the stage. I was like, wait a minute. No. You think Tank ain't got ears everywhere? Yo, listen. Tank is one of those fighters you'll never cheat. You know why? Because he got Floyd in his camp. You think those guys don't know every trick in the book? You ain't gonna get away with it. Floyd ain't never got cheated. Floyd caught Marcos Maidana trying to cheat him. They caught them. It's all on video. He picked up the gloves and said, yo, ain't no padding in these gloves. He's squeezing them. That shit look like balled up homework. I said, oh, shit. And immediately, as I'm watching that, I said, yo, hold on. Adrian Broner. I said, that's why when he hit Broner, from where I was sitting, it didn't look like the hit. It didn't look like that much. Broner just turned glassy, was falling all over the ring. I said, whoa. This is the same Marcos Maidana that I watched Devin Alexander whooped his ass. He didn't, although he turned it up against Amir Khan at the end of the fight. Amir Khan dropped him and everything. I said, wait a minute. How you go from that to this? Adrian Broner has a chin. He knocked the shit out of him. I said, oh, well, you brush it off as, shit happens. Then he's about to fight Floyd, and then he said, ain't no padding in the gloves. I said, oh, crap. No wonder. You could think it's clean. I think Marcos cheated. 919, salute. Geo James, salute. Yeah, Dave. I've heard about Cream in the Clear. I've heard about it. It's crazy. TC, what up? Yeah, Robert, that first knockdown was retarded. Like, I was watching it like, what the hell happened? He hit him? I was like, he felt that? What the hell? Oh, yeah, Rod. After that, when Floyd did that, I looked straight at Robert Garcia. I said, man, F that guy, man. F that guy with a lit flare. They knew. So bring it up. Mohari, what up? Bring it up all the way till now. Go look at the stare down with him and Ryan. And they're talking about breakfast. Shamar, what's going on? They talking about, bacon and eggs. Why the hell was Bernard trying to touch him? He was almost looked like he was gonna fall off the stage. Look at those guys was not falling off that stage. And look at the crowd. And look at Bernard trying to. Let me see if I can find that. Hopkins touching. Ew. Hopkins touching Tank. Came right up. Yeah, this was a hot thing. I didn't do a video on it, but people were saying that it's stupid, and I'm like, nah, it's not. It's not. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try and play a little bit of it. Because of course, this isn't my material. So now I'm gonna call fair use. You know what I mean? I don't know whose material this is exactly. You know, I'm gonna call fair use on it. Let me remove this for a second. Be easy. What up? Almighty Law, salute. This is it right here. They are nowhere near the stage. They're nowhere near the stage, y'all. Fair use. I ain't got no audio. Look where that lady is, right by Tank's neck. They're nowhere near falling off the stage, man. They right there. They're not. Come on, man. Look at that's B-Hop. Why is he up on him? That man with the glasses is in control of the whole situation. They're arguing about breakfast, and here come B-Hop. Now, you notice it seemed like they knew automatically what he's trying to do. That's what it looked like. Tank's like, yo, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Now, dude on the right is like, yo, what you doing here? Now, he was adamant about, yo, don't touch me. 704 Joe, what up? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And that was not Tim, what up? That wasn't on some, yo, don't touch me, nigga, don't touch me, don't touch me. Tank was like, yo, it looked like that wasn't a normal don't touch me. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Everyone, for the most part, I'm not gonna say everyone because I don't know how y'all grew up. But that don't touch me wasn't like, yo, don't touch me or else. It was like, yo, don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me like your shit dirty. You got cooties. You got the cooties, don't touch me. Like they knew what he was trying to do. When I tell y'all this game is dirty, it's dirty. And then when it leaked out, they were like, yo, man, Tank, oh, damn, well, Bernard was trying to rub something on him. That can't happen. No, you foolish mortal. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. You know what I would like to have seen? Because the word got out, you know, people were saying Camp got word that B-Hop was going to try and rub some shit on him. So all of you people that don't believe in anything and say that we on here conspiracy theorists and, oh my God, y'all making stuff up. No. The first thing I thought was Cream in the Clear. Guess what? You can still, it's still on the market. You could find it. That cream is a testosterone. It's also a banned substance. Through the skin, absorption. So I said, no. Absolutely. Absolutely, he could have did it. He could have been trying to do it. John Pounds, what up? You know what I would like to have seen? King Vonnie, what up? If Bernard said that's absurd, test him. You know why? Because if it's on his hand, it's in his system. He's not active anymore. Who's going to test him? Yeah, that's what it's called, Angel. That's what it's called. Tony, what up? Tony, what up? Fresh, what's going on? So, you know, Tank knew about it. And even if he wasn't doing it, he heard about it. And it was told, don't let this guy near you. Anthony, what's good? Welcome down, Ram. Get that work in. Don't touch me. See, that's a little OD right there. They're about to fall off the stage. My ass. And look, I'm not saying B-Hop was up to it, but I'm saying when that news came out, I said, you know what, that makes sense. And of course, you get 1,000 people that were born in 2000. They were born in 2000. Oh my God, they always saying some conspiracy something. Now he has some shit on his hands. Let me tell you something, man. I may or may not know someone who knows someone that may or may not have worked for the government And I may or may not have been told, I allegedly was told that they have things that are so poisonous, you can actually kill someone with the handshake. You can put a patch right there on your hand and shake their hand. And in a couple of days, a chest. And then you're dead. Babe, give me some water. I'm just not feeling well. Then you got a stroke. That's real stuff. This really stuff. Listen, anything's possible, man. It's not a game out here. Now, is that kind of thing, do we as citizens have access to it? No. But things like that in the government do exist. When I first heard of Cream in the Clear, Dwayne Price, salute. That was the first time I heard of that. Are you trying to hit that 475? Not me. I'm not doing that ever again. I promise you. I ain't going that high, ever. Negative. Be careful, bro. Well, I might OD on hammer strength because I know I could just drop the weight, but on flat bench, nope, not doing it. But salute to you, good brother. Make sure you got a good a spotter. Real talk. It's not a game. When I first heard of the technology of Cream in the Clear, I said, man, that is crazy. Imagine, like on my job, I can go to work today and they'll be like, yo, guess what? Got to go to Brooklyn. You're getting random. Okay. What if I gave Bernard Hopkins a pound and a hug after he just put Cream in the Clear on his body? Now it's in my system. Didn't even know it. Like, damn, man, why your hands so greasy? Oh, no, I was rubbing some cream on me or whatever. Damn. Now you got to wash your hands. But now it's in you. Now, 2 days later, I get drug tested. Like, yo, I know you work out, but, you got some shit in here. You pissed hot. How? I'm just on blessed. That's what this is called. Suit to Hard Body J Timo. Brown on Boxing, what up? Yeah, that's what they do. I'm talking about cheating in the sport, so no notifications went out. Well, we're going to go to the B sample. If that comes back hot, you know what we got to do. You're going to have to go sit down for 30 days until we figure this out. B sample's going to piss hot because it comes from the same sample. You piss in a cup, A sample, B sample. We're going to test this one. We seal up the second one. You sign it, and we put it in the fridge and lock it up. And then we leave the room and lock the room. Copper, my brother, what up? And I'm like, what the hell did I do wrong? And the last thing I'd be thinking about was giving B-Hop a pound and a hug. Yo, what up, man? Good morning. How you doing? What up, brother? Joy of Boxing, salute. It's just that easy. So when Tank said that their team was on the lookout for that, and then you're saying, why was B-Hop going through all of those people? Because he was concerned that Tank was going to fall off the stage? Why are you worried about Tank and not worried about Ryan? Ryan's your guy. Why is it when he touching Ryan? Ryan, move away from the stage. If this dumb nigga falls off the stage, that's on him. Ryan, come here, Ryan. Come here. He went right around everybody and went in it. And I'm like, wait a minute. That does look kind of suspect, does it not? I mean, seriously. You saw it from multiple angles. I was like, why did he do that? That was kind of weird, wasn't it? They said, yo, we heard he had some shit on his hands. And all he had to do was touch Tank. It'll get into his system. He knocks Ryan out. And then he pisses hot. And then what kind of conversation we be having on YouTube? You know, Tank, his power is a little crazy. I always question his power now. I mean, it is a little crazy. You see, he broke his hand versus Isak Cruz, but, I heard that steroids makes your hands weak. So that explains Floyd breaking his hands. And yeah, that'll explain Floyd breaking his hands. Totally bypassing that Joe Calzaghe also broke his hand like in every other fight. In his speed, in his tank, his cardiovascular, his gas tank, it didn't match his physique at all. But I don't want to talk about that because he's retired and gone. And, he stayed out of the spotlight. We're not even talking about Joe Calzaghe now, aren't we? He retired undefeated. What was he, 49-0? And that was the end of it. I've been saying that for a while. I said, this guy don't get tired, man. Anthony, what up? This guy don't get tired. And he's in shape. But his gas tank and his punch output does not match his physique. But I don't know. I wasn't doing no content back then. Matter of fact, I don't even think YouTube was popping like that. The OG Mr. Moss, salute. Thank you for the correction. 46-0. And I think he stopped at the right time because it was only a matter of time before he ran into like Andre Ward and things of that nature. And he did took a L. So he got out. He fought two legends when they were way past their prime. And he got out the game. Kudos to him. But I always said, Sparky Pete, what up? Kane, what's going on? I always said his gas tank does not match his physique. It didn't make sense. That punch output, that shit didn't make any sense. I always thought he was on something. Always. Ryan Wright, salute. Nah, Fresh, you know what? We're talking about B-Hop. We're talking about B-Hop, you know what I mean? Joseph Winston, I don't know you. Check the temperature of the room. You didn't say a goddamn word until I said Joe Calzaghe. Here I am talking about Bernard Hopkins. Fresh is saying blacks wouldn't do that to blacks. And I'm saying absolutely that coon Bernard Hopkins would. You didn't say a word. And now you're talking about smearing Joe Calzaghe's name? Let me be clear. I can't confirm anything. I'm saying that his gas tank didn't match his physique. His punch output didn't match his physique. That's all I'm saying. And I use an example that if Tank popped dirty, if he allowed B-Hop to molest him on stage and Tank popped dirty, we'd be dealing with a whole avalanche of bullshit for the next month. Right now, we'd be dealing with it. Tank a cheater. Tank a cheater. Whole time, we're not even thinking, yo, what happened? B-Hop touched him. What I'm saying is the tricks of steroids and all these PEDs, it's real. That cream in the clear, that cream is real. And they got word that he had some shit on his hand. Mikey Morales, my brother, Manda Masamusa, salute. So it's very real. The possibility is very real. And they were right to keep B-Hop away from him. B-Hop's actions on that stage was very suspicious. Yeah, Robert, he threw like 100 punches around. It did not match. But there was no pressure for testing, so whatever. It's really not my business. It's really not my business. But come on, and my example was, if we got the avalanche of shit, if Tank had popped dirty, somebody would have said something about the Isak Cruz fight. There'd have been some asshole talking about, oh, well, you know, he broke his hand in the fight, and, you know, steroids make your hands brittle. Floyd broke his hands. And then that's when I brought up Joe Calzaghe. Joe damn near broke his hand almost every other fight. He never popped. Guess what? Manny Pacquiao never popped either. But come the fuck on. Did that nigga's head not grow? He has the Incredible Hulk brow right now. Your head is not supposed to grow after you're an adult. What the hell? Thank you, Queen. Tyson Fury's physique does not match his output either. It doesn't. But what do I know? What do I know, right? When he fought Deontay a third time, round 11, he was bouncing around like it was round 1. I watched it. I said, man, the fight was supposed to be in July. He postponed it. The whole camp lied about COVID. They said the whole camp got it. Everybody hit up Big Baby Anderson. He said, huh? I ain't got no damn COVID. What are you talking about? Closed down the camp. Hit up Joseph Parker. Why are you at the UFC event? You got COVID. He said,
What?
He's on Instagram a week later at the UFC event. Fury's camp just closed up because we were told everybody got COVID. And he's at a UFC event with no mask. It was like, wait a minute, what's happening here? Then this fat motherfucker flies back to Europe. July, August, September, October. That's enough time to cycle off of whatever you're on. Then comes back and on fight. Then they change the ref 4 days before the main event. And we heard he got injections in his elbow. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I'm sorry, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. I understand. Is English your second language? You see, this is what I didn't want to turn this into. The first thing you say to me, Joe Calzaghe, a GOAT of his time. Joseph, I don't know you, my man. And you're on thin ice right now. So let me be very clear when I tell you this. All right? I am entitled to my opinion. All right? I'm an athlete. I'm around a lot of athletes. And a lot of athletes agree with me. A lot of pros agree with me. As a matter of fact, I spoke to a man that fought Joe Calzaghe, and he said it was unnatural. But if you don't get caught, you don't get caught. There's a lot of criminals right now walking the streets that never got caught. I used to say, when we first started seeing these people getting chased in Los Angeles and the camera, the eye in the sky is watching them run through people's backyard, I said, man, why the fuck they always running away? The first time I spoke to someone out here from LA, they said, yo, because some niggas get away. I said, what? I'm thinking everybody got caught. He said, no, some niggas get away. The news don't tell you that. I said, really? He said, yeah, I got away twice. What? Yeah, I was getting chased. My man went that way. I went that way. Cop followed me and I got away. Twice. His physique didn't match the output. Tyson Fury got dropped by by the hardest puncher in the history of the sport twice. Got up in round 11 like nothing happened. That fat motherfucker got up. It was bouncing around like it was round 1. Oh, but it's possible. Is it? Postponing the fight, COVID in the camp, no one got it. Went to Europe during the pandemic, went to Europe, came back, then got injections that day. But we're crazy though, right? Fine. Fine. The difference here, Aaron, what up? The difference here is that I spoke to someone that actually fought Joe Calzaghe. And I didn't lead the witness. He just forwarded the information. He said it was a little unnatural. What do you mean? It's a little unnatural. What do you mean? He wouldn't stop throwing punches. Didn't make sense. Now, Jeff Lacey, all around strong, salute. Mr. Sharp, new, what up? Jeff Lacey went over there and got his ass beat. That was a stylistic nightmare. I said that going in. I said, Jeff gonna go over there and get fucked up. We talk to Jeff Lacey now. One of the things he said was, he's gonna get tired, he's gonna get tired, he's gonna get tired, and that's when I'm gonna get him. And that man, from round 1 to goddamn 12, he did not stop. I'm watching that fight like, whoa. He didn't get tired, I guess. So what I'm saying is there's a possibility he was on some shit. It's a possibility. A possibility. Please don't act like this sport ain't dirty, man. Don't do that. Wait a minute. Now, Joseph, I need you to listen to me very carefully. I need you to listen to me very carefully. That term silly, in reference to what I'm speaking on, does not apply. I've never seen you before. I've never seen you before, and I find it very strange how I'm talking about B-Hop and Cream in the Clear, and how dirty the sport is, and BALCO, and the minute I said Joe Calzaghe, it's silly. The minute I said Joe Calzaghe, it's silly. Joseph, how old are you? Les Mr. Rivera, salute. This isn't irresponsible I'm putting out to listeners. This is information. And what I said about the broken hands was a what-if scenario. I went from Tank to Floyd, and then I said they would totally ignore the fact. They would say Tank broke his hand due to steroid use, and then they would link it to Floyd because Tank is with Floyd, and how Floyd broke his hands, he had brittle hands. And then I said they would totally ignore Joe Calzaghe, how he broke his hand every other fight. Never popped dirty, but his gas tank didn't match his physique. That's all I said. And then you started commenting. I find that very strange. You see what I mean by people dick watching me? And they can't help themselves. How old are you, Joseph, and what's your ethnicity? You want attention? I'm gonna give it to you. You have 2 minutes to answer my question, because you know what's gonna happen. What year were you born? Yeah, Mikey, the Nigel Ben bullshit. Nigel Ben was running around with gangsters, by the way. Thank you, Art Hostage, because I didn't know that. He was running around with gangsters, by the way. Of course. You have 60 seconds to answer my question. How old are you? What year were you born, Joseph? Been on YouTube since 2019. This nigga waited until I brought up Joe Calzaghe's name to type a comment. He got timed out, untime him out. All right, when you bring your ass back, I'm gonna give you time to make up a year you was born. All right, you're unblocked now. How old are you? What year were you born? And where were you when BALCO took place? If you've been watching me, because I know you've been watching me for a while now, Detroit BC, what up? You know I don't like this cheating in this sport. You could die in this ring, man. You could die in that ring. And so, Clarence, what up? And some of these motherfuckers are good enough as it is. And when you knowingly take something, you have total disregard to the person you're about to fight. It's no longer a gentleman's sport. You're trying to win. And if it costs your opponent his life or her life, you don't give a shit. Which is why I have zero tolerance for Dillian White. He should be out the sport. They should reverse all of his wins. Find him and remove him from the goddamn sport. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah. But I find it strange. I mentioned B-Hop. I'm talking about BALCO and cheating about the sport. I'm cheating in the sport. And I only use this guy as an example, and then you start talking. You ready to have any kind of conversation? Well, I asked you a question. I didn't ask for that paragraph. You heard what I asked you. Answer what I asked you. What year were you born? Dane, what up? What year were you born? And you see, this is what I'm talking about. You see, Joseph is an agent. He's an agent. Never seen this dude in my life. Never. In the moment I use Calzaghe as an example, here he come. You had nothing to say when I said Shane Mosley. You had nothing to say when I was talking about Tank and B-Hop and cheating. I could talk about Roy Jones, James Toney, Evander Holyfield. I could talk about all these dudes. You ain't say shit. You're 38 black from NY, but this ain't a dating site. When you hit the live, you just started talking about Tank. I told you check the goddamn temperature of the room before you even fucking say anything. Nigga, you from where about in New York? Where about in New York? You want to do this thing? Let's do it. Because now I don't believe you. I asked you how old you are. And I ain't your bro. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that link and turn your camera on. Because I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Make me a believer. Make me a believer. Click the link. Jamaica Queens, click the link. Click the link, turn the camera on. Let's have a conversation. The link's right there. You ain't gonna make me look crazy. I'm saying I don't believe you. Make me a believer. Click the link, turn the camera on, let's talk. I'm trying to have a conversation about BALCO and the Netflix documentary. As soon as I said Joe Calzaghe, here you come. Strange. Click the link. Click the link, turn the camera on. I'm not talking to no icons. No pulsating icons. You're gonna show your face. This is why I say he's an agent. First of all, my notifications ain't go out. I'm talking about BALCO and cheating and Victor Conte. My notifications ain't go out. And this dude, 30 years old from Jamaica, Queens, pops up as soon as I said Joe Calzaghe. Look, man, I'm entitled to my opinion. I said his physique didn't match his punch output. Athletes have said that. I spoke to someone that fought him, told me that. He said it was a little unnatural. The link works.
Hey, what's up? This is a little message to that Joseph Winston guy. The link works, sir. So you got no excuses. Click the link and head for the smoke. If not, we boom your ass out of here. Simple as that. I just wanted to send that message loud and clear.
Thank you, young Abel. Much love.
Mm-hmm.
Bo one in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. She said, no link, no smoke. I mean, Joseph, just a second ago, you're going to make me look stupid. Wipe the coal out your eyes, brush your teeth, do something. I want to have a conversation. What's going on? And what's with the response? Y'all niggas in here getting hype off of dumb shit. And now you're being profane. You was just being articulate a second ago. Now you're being profane. I'm giving you an opportunity. You just came in when I was talking about Tank. You didn't even check the temperature in the room. You didn't even know what point I was making. But you came to the defense of Joe Calzaghe? Did you hear the point leading up to me speaking on Joe Calzaghe? And by the way, my opinion about Joe Calzaghe is my opinion. Did I say he was dirty? How can I when he never popped? I'm just saying based off of what I saw, it didn't match. Manny Pacquiao, it didn't match. Oh, he 8 weight divisions and he came up from 115 to 154 and maintained all of that knockout power. Whoa. Take OSDT. Y'all remember that whole fiasco? Remember all the excuses? Manny don't like needles. He got tattoos. Do I need to go into that? And the only thing a true pep dart could say to me is, well, he never popped dirty. Of course. By the time he was allowed to fight Floyd, he was off for shit. So Joseph, from Jamaica, Queens, 30 years old, 38 years old. Click the link. Let's talk. You wanted my attention. I'm trying to talk about something else. You just came into a room and heard the tail end of a conversation. You jumped to the defense of Joe Calzaghe? I wasn't even throwing him under the bus. I just gave my opinion on it. And now you're dropping y'all niggas and getting hype off of now you want to talk like you from the street corner now? You just articulated a second ago what happened. Bro, listen to me very carefully. You wanted my attention. I gave it to you. I'm not reading shit else you say. There's a link. Click it. I just said I don't believe you. I don't believe you're from Queens. I don't even think you're black. But I could be wrong. Either way, I want to talk to you. Face to face. Face to face. You said I'm going to make y'all niggas look silly. Well, go ahead. Click the link. Let's talk, brother. What's going on? I think I've been very fair. You were blocked. I said unblock you. You said it's difficult to have a conversation with my moderators. Cool. Moderators have left you alone. But I put a link in there. So what's going on? Make me look silly. You could be black and justifying Joe Calzaghe. There's a lot of that shit going around. You could be from Jamaica, Queens. Don't believe you, but yeah. But that bullshit aside, I'm talking about drugs in the sport. This is why I say you're an agent. Specifically here, now I done spent 10 minutes fucking with you, and I'm trying to get to this Netflix documentary, which is very, very, very important. H.L. McClain, what up? While you're in your uniform? Okay. I'm not your guy. Eat a dick. Get the fuck off my channel. You can listen to my show while you're in uniform, but you can't click a link while you're in uniform. Get the fuck off my goddamn channel, man. Get out of here. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here, stupid. I'm busy. I'm trying to work here. I'm trying to work here. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're now Chinese. One gone. That's your name. One gone. Fuck out of here. Eric Jordan in that super chat. He said, "Bro, don't want the smoke with. Bro, don't want the smoke, Drew. This is just another hating ass monkey. Bro is itching in his boots." Of course. Of course. Thank you, Eric Jordan. Go listen to someone else that's more responsible. He comes into a room and hears the tail end of a goddamn conversation and talks about me being irresponsible and how people hang on to words. How people hang on to words. And he just caught the tail end of a conversation. But he's talking about how people hang on to words. Rewind the example that I was making. This nigga said Joe Calzaghe is a GOAT, one of the GOATs. Why didn't he fight B-Hop and Roy Jones when they were a little younger? Is Mick Leshevsky one of the GOATs? Is he? He never fought Roy? You talk to a bunch of Germans, they're going to say, well, Roy ducked him. No. Roy said, I'm not going to Germany to fight him because I know what time it is. If he wants to fight me, he got to come over to the States. He never came. But there's somebody around here right now that'll tell me Mick Leshevsky's one of the GOATs and Roy never fought him, so you can never tell. I know that they didn't fight. Now it's Mick Leshevsky's fault. Roy at that time was the super A-side. Why the fuck would he leave American soil to go to Germany for them to cheat him out of his socks? Fuck out of here. Joe Calzaghe didn't show up to American soil until guys like B-Hop and Roy was way past their prime. And this isn't about Joe Calzaghe. That was just a moment where I said, well, as a matter of fact, speaking of, I think it was a possibility that he was on some shit. Because I spoke to a fighter that shared the ring with him. That's all. I was talking about brittle hands. He just turns the channel on and hears me talking about Tank. He didn't get the connection. But I find it odd that he came to the defense of Joe Calzaghe. This is a black man from Jamaica, Queens, who can't click the link because he's in uniform. Don't know what you do for a living, don't give a fuck. But this ain't the channel for you. Don't ever darken my doorstep again. Fuck out of here. A prime Roy beats the shit out of Joe Calzaghe. An old Roy dropped his ass in the first round in Madison Square Garden. Don't get it fucked up. An old Bernard Hopkins dropped Joe Calzaghe in the first round. Don't get it fucked up. Come on, man. Exactly, Michael Ray. He ain't no fucking GOAT. 46-0. He got out the business kind of soon, didn't he? Didn't he? Okay. Didn't he get out the business around the time Floyd would start talking about OSDT? Didn't he get out the business around the time Nonito started saying, yo, I volunteer for year-round testing, something like that? Wasn't that around the time that Joe got out the business when OSDT became a thing? I'm just saying. Now, I don't know how they view him over there in England. I don't know. He might be a complete rock star over there. He might not be able to walk down the street over there. But like I said, over here, he could walk down anywhere and no one will recognize him outside of us. Hey, that's Joe Calzaghe. Anthony Joshua could walk anywhere in my city and only a handful of people will recognize him. Because there's a lot of niggas walking around New York looking just like AJ. Over 6 feet, muscular, and going to one of those high-priced gyms. Nobody cares. So now let me get back to this BALCO thing after I was so rudely interrupted by some fucking super coon walking around New York that can't click a damn link. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, you niggas always trying to swoop in and save some cracker. I wouldn't even talk about that dude. I was making an example, asshole. Mr. P. Depps, what up? He said he great in Wales, not England. See, I wouldn't know. I don't know shit. Joe was nice with his. I just said the gas tank it didn't match his physique. And I'm not the only person that said that. I had pros, trainers, other boxers. Again, I spoke to one fighter that shared the ring with him. Said the same thing. Jeff Lacey said, I thought he was going to get tired. He never got tired. I said, oh, okay. You want an example of physiques not matching the output? Tyson Fury. And this is a guy that's been, he popped before. It was suspended for it. What are we talking about here? BALCO. And you see this conversation? You see this? I'm glad this happened this morning. It proves my fucking point. I'm irresponsible for pointing shit like this out. You see? That's why I said that nigga was an agent. He took time out to type all of that. But it said he just came in when I was talking about Tank. Huh? You didn't hear anything prior to that? What was I talking about? Cream in the clear. Big Easy, what up? Yeah, Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Let me get this straight. You're 6'5", 300 pounds. He does not stop punching. From round 1 to whenever he stopped his opponent. Then we find out he's on 4 different drugs. Oh! But if you look at a lot of our chats when he was active, before he popped, we were like, yeah, he's big and a lot of punch output, but damn. What do you think the but damn was? Damn. Well, we won't know until he pops. And what happened? What happened? Yeah, well, you know, I heard that AJ gets testosterone exemptions. Well, you know what? AJ ain't been caught yet. So that, I did it because he was doing it. That don't really fly, my man. That don't fly. You got caught. Freaking fly, what up? Now, let me bring this conversation full circle. I was also rudely interrupted by an agent of chaos. Night Train, salute. Oh, he was in England? Yeah. Wasn't he rolling around with Tyson Fury for a second? So, of course. Now, again, let's bring it full circle. Let me put this picture back up here. You think this makes me comfortable? Because BALCO turned to snack. You think this shit makes me comfortable? Do you think that it makes me, Isaiah, what up? It makes me comfortable when cats was saying, you know, Bud, he is over there with Victor Conte, and you know that BALCO shit. And I'm like, Devin over there too. As a matter of fact, the reason why I'm telling you to go watch the Netflix documentary because Devin is at the very end. This is how recent it is. They got clips in there from when he was whipping Lomachenko ass. You know, the real clips, because whenever you see a clip versus Loma, with Loma versus Devin, you see the highlights of Loma doing something good. Well, on this documentary, guess what? They showed the real outcome of the fight. Devin whipping Loma ass, body shots, knocking Loma off balance. Then they showed Devin training, and they asked the young king. And he says, yeah, you know, heard about it. Don't pay attention to it. He's training in some chamber where with a mask on and it simulates high altitude. That's why he has high cardio. I get all of that. I've seen and heard about that. I get all of that. I get all of that. And Bud was up over there. You see the picture. Victor Conte was tried, convicted. He was hit with 42 counts of don't get me lying. Yeah, Caleb Plant, Stormy. Caleb Plant was over there. A lot of athletes are over there fucking with him. He was tried, convicted. He was hit with 42 counts of whatever, drugs, selling or whatever the fuck. His legal team knocked it down to 4 counts, I think. And he did a few months in prison. He was let go. Got right back in the saddle, started snack. Everything that he's using in his vitamin supplements are legit. They're legit. Everything's legit until they're not legit. But they're legit. Devin's over there. Bud went over there. Caleb Plant's over there. There's a lot of athletes over there still dealing with him. Devin never popped. Bud never popped. But I want to point something out about Bud. What's unfortunate was that trip to Dubai. When he saw Daniel Kinahan to talk business, I got enraged because, look, not those motherfuckers. No. Daniel Kinahan was already on the run. That picture he has with Tyson Fury, that was enraging. Because that guy's a known cheater. That happened, y'all. That clip that I always play. Where you at, Earl? We looking for big fish? That was in Dubai, y'all. So you got that going. Then in the Black Prime event, his gloves bust. I already knew what was coming. I said, watch this shit. Watch what happens Sunday. People got right in my chat like, yo, Tyson Fury, his gloves bust. He's on that Tyson Fury bullshit. I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't say anything. That was the audience. I said, oh boy, here we go. I knew it was coming. Then Errol in here looking bad. Was that 100% because of Bud's skill set nullified everything he did? Or did Errol just look bad? Oh boy. I was there, y'all. I'll be damned if the section I sat in, I was all Omaha, including my boys that came with me. They were just rooting for Bud. They put money on it. Everybody around me was like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with him? Fuck it. That's not Bud's fault, and it's not his fault. But all of those things came up. One of the first things I remember was them bringing up, he's over there with Snack. And I had to tell some dude a while ago, I said, yo, listen, be careful. Underrated Darkness, what up? Jafari, what up? Lil 357, what up? I said, King Vonnie, what up if I missed you? I said, be careful. Snack is okay right now. Be careful. What you mean, be careful, my God, Drew? It's you, though. I'm like, yo, no. Be careful. Be careful. Devin over there, too. Be careful. Oh, that was the response. Oh, what? You forgot? You gotta be very careful. Is Victor Conte straight and narrow now? Hope so. I'm sure the government got an eye on him. Do you trust him? Hope so. Listen, Bob Arum was raided by the FBI. He admitted to wrongdoing. He didn't do a minute in prison, though. People still fuck with him. Y'all know that I don't like cheating in this sport. When Shane Mosley took the stand, I think the video's still on YouTube. When he took the stand and was talking about cream and the clear, he honestly did not know. Now, whether he knew or not is irrelevant because Thomas was good, brother. They believed him. He testified and they believed him. He said, I didn't know what I was taking. I didn't know what I was taking. He didn't know that was a ped. He didn't know. And like I said, Olympic athletes had to give back gold medals. They were fined for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Marion Jones gave back. She won 5 gold medals. She gave all them shits back. Brother Huey, what up? Gave all of them back. No doubt, Mr. P. Depson, there's a lot of people saying that. And people want to attack and saying, yo, look, but one thing's for certain. Everyone agrees that Errol didn't look right. Is that Bud's problem? No. What's Bud supposed to do? Like I said, I think Bud carried him 3 rounds. He could have got him out of there sooner. I think Bud was being nice, actually. I think Bud could have beat the shit out of Errol a lot sooner. Like in round 4, he could have got him out of there. I'm watching it like, yo, here it come. And it never came. That last knockdown, Errol got up. I said, nah. But I said that. I said, Bud being nice. He carrying Errol, man. Maisha, what up? Is Boots there? I don't know. Is Boots a part of Snack? Bro, I don't know. A1 Hoop Zone, what up? I don't know. I don't know. But there's a lot of athletes he's working with, and it's unfortunate. You know what? Let me not say that. Let me not say it's unfortunate. That's not the word. Look, let me say this. America is the land of second chances. And what's the purpose of prison? Do y'all remember or do y'all know? If you don't know, it's okay. To reform and rehabilitate. That means you get caught doing something, you go to prison, and you're supposed to come out a better person. America is a land of second chances. Just because you go to prison don't mean when you get out, you have to suffer for the rest of your life. You're supposed to go to prison and become a better person and become better in society. Bernard Hopkins is a felon. And because this is America, he was able to come out, continue his boxing career, and he's a multimillionaire. You know, bullshit aside. Yeah, Boots over there and Snack. Okay, all right, fine. So Victor Conte, this goes to show you how America rolls. Victor Conte was in the middle of BALCO. If you're young, that's fine. Just Google it. Matter of fact, go to the Netflix series and watch it. This was big. It was all over the news. Cop killer, what up? It was all over the news. Olympic athletes getting stripped. This was not like some small thing, man. Hold on, y'all. Niggas is something else. You know, you find out who niggas are. It don't take them long. It don't take them long. It don't take them long. Look, man, all I want is a clean sport. And I think that BALCO Netflix documentary, I'm plugging it right now. It's a good watch. You deserve a second chance in life, even if you mess up. Victor Conte did his time. He got out of prison, and he got right back in the saddle. And according to the law, he learned his lesson. And these athletes trust him, and apparently he's helping them out. Yeah, Mr. Sharp, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Mr. Sharp says, well, if you're a scientist, you always have work. He's not a scientist. That's what I'm saying, brother. Go watch the Netflix series. He's a bass player from a goddamn funk band. Victor Conte was a part of Tower of Power. I'll put up the picture again. Oh, I took it down. I'll put it back up. Let me find it. Victor Conte played bass for Tower of Power. I was looking at him. I said, man, why does this man look so familiar? He did something else. My dad said, yeah, Tower of Power. Victor Conte, he played bass. My dad probably got the album in his crib. There you go. Tower of Power. Played bass. And in the documentary, he says it fairly early, Mr. Sharp. He says it fairly early that he's not a scientist. He's not a doctor. Everything he learned about vitamins, he simply went to the Mr. Sharp, not school. He went to the library. And it says it right there on Wikipedia. He's self-taught. Self-taught. This is amazing. Watch the documentary. It's an interesting watch. It's very interesting. Watch the documentary. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, BALCO. Yeah, there's a lot of that, Mr. Sharp. There's a lot of that. Because if Victor Conte was that nigga in the middle, in the front, or that nigga in the back with the afro, or that nigga on the far left, if that was Victor Conte, it'd have been over with. You'd never heard from him again. There wouldn't have been no goddamn snack. This motherfucker went to jail, was tried and convicted. He had 42 charges. It was dropped down to like 4 or something like that. Served about half a year in prison, got out, got right back in the saddle, and he's still working with millionaire athletes. Bro, only in America, right? I'm just saying, I don't know what black man could get away with that. Foul player. Oh, okay. James Doon, what up, man? I appreciate you, James Doon. You can rewatch from the beginning. All right, fuck it. You know, see him, you block him. Got a lot of weirdos around us as of late, man. Like, really like weird people. Like, whatever, man. I'm not going to speak on the behalf of you know, my brothers or certain things. Look, if you know, you know. If you're not around, but you commenting on shit, then there's clearly something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. MJ Total Health and Wellness, whatever. What up, brother? MJ Total Health and Wellness, what up? I see what's going on, but I need the family to understand, and this is just a sidebar. When I said winners focus on winning and losers focus on the winners, I really meant that. And Harold, what's going on? And it's a sad state of affairs when you're under attack by motherfuckers that look just like you. That's sad. That is sad. That is sad. Yeah, Village Brother. Michael Vick they didn't even want him throwing the football anymore. But Victor Conte goes to prison for this. You know, I ain't even gonna talk about other shit. I'm done. I ain't even gonna talk about that. Michael Vick, you know, with the dog fighting thing. They even want him throwing the football. But Victor Conte fucked up at least 2 Olympians. Seriously. Y'all remember Marion Jones with the Nike deals? 5 gold medals. They took all of that shit, and she went to prison. And what was the runner's name? His son runs now. Damn, forgot his name. But it's in the documentary. Him and Victor Conte got 2 different stories. It's crazy. My God, this was all the way up to 2004. USADA was catching people. They received an anonymous tip that an undetectable designer steroid is being distributed by Victor Conte, founder of BALCO. The tipster sends USADA a syringe filled with the steroid. The tipster is later identified as Trevor Graham, the former coach of runner Marion Jones and Tim Montgomery. That's the guy, Tim Montgomery. BALCO offices are raided by agents. This is all in the documentary by the IRS. USADA announces it has uncovered a doping conspiracy involving previously undetectable steroids used by track and field athletes. This is all in 2003, y'all. Grand jury investigation into BALCO begins. Dozens of high-profile athletes are subpoenaed to testify during the investigation. Right? Marion Jones files a $25 million defamation lawsuit against Victor Conte, accusing him of trying to destroy her career and reputation. When he said he supplied her with performance-enhancing drugs, the lawsuit is settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. Bro, this is crazy. This goes all the way to 2015. But Barry Bonds, by 2015, Barry Bonds, the case was for obstruction. It was overturned. So he was never convicted. They never proved anything, but he's not going to the Hall of Fame. Crazy. Romanowski, Barrett Robbins, Dana Stubblefield used to play for the Skins. You can't say, our Skins anymore. Chris Cooper. All right. Boxing. Sugar Shane Mosley admitted he unknowingly took the PED provided by BALCO. Unknowingly. So, yeah. Ain't that something? So that's what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, you're right, Cop Killer. I was just about to say that. The reason why Victor Conte exists in boxing is because, and I'm not saying he's dirty now. He has a whole company. Brooklyn C, what up? Yeah, Gary Sheffield. Yep. Brown on Boxing. It's possible Shane knew. I don't know. I'm just going off of what's being read, or what they wrote. He'll always have a place in boxing. Why? What do we know about boxing? And this is the climax of the show. What do we know about boxing? My brother CB Sports in the building. What do we know? Boxing is one of the most corrupt sports ever. I can't speak on soccer. I don't watch it. I can't speak too much on baseball. I don't watch it. Football, I don't watch it. The NBA, I don't watch it anymore because I can't take it. It's ridiculous. But boxing, it's a corrupt sport. It's been a corrupt sport. And as long as it exists, guys like Victor Conte will feel safe here. Now, I'm not saying he's dirty now. He went to prison. He was reformed. He was rehabilitated. He went to prison. He was reformed. He was rehabilitated. Now he has snack, and he's helping out fighters like Terrence Bud Crawford, Jerron Boots Ennis, Caleb Plant, and Devin the Dream Haney. There it is. Snack as a whole, I don't know what its net worth is, but it's all over the internet, and athletes are wearing it. You know, and you know, Victor Conte's from the Bay, and so are the Haneys, and you know, and I hope nothing happens, because the last thing we need as a community, as a boxing community, is for guys like Caleb Plant and Bud and Devin and Boots to pop. And they're like, wait a minute, all we was on was Snack. Then what? Devin is in the documentary at the very end. Just listen to what he has to say. Now, Devin is a clean athlete, and we support him. Boots, clean athlete, we support him. Bud, clean athlete, we support him. Caleb Plant, clean athlete, we support him. And all we can do is hope nothing happens. If something happens at this point, Victor Conte would have to be insane. He would have to be clearly criminally insane. You know what criminally insane is? Committing the same crime and expecting different results. It's like, how do you do that? How do you manage that? Yeah, Mr. Sharp, it does. It makes me nervous. When I figured out, I started seeing Snack pop up, and I'm like, what is that? And then I saw the face behind it, and I said, ain't that Tower Power? Ain't that Victor? Didn't he? And then I said, how the fuck is he allowed to even... But the other question was, what athlete is going to work with him? And then when you see one of your favorite athletes working with him, you're like, God, please, I hope... This is boxing, y'all. It broke my heart when Big Baby popped dirty. Because I really, really felt he was going to beat the shit out of AJ. He wasn't scared of him. He's pushing him at the stare down. AJ was scared of him. AJ was scared of Big Baby like how he's scared of Deontay. He was scared. He was scared. I said, yo, Big Baby going to punish him. He's going to punish him. And then he popped. Look, I'm not an AJ fan, but I ain't want Big Baby to kill him. What if that fight happened and he beats AJ like how Andy did, but AJ get on the floor and he don't move and he's in the hospital? Like that other accident we had in New York. Boxer, you know, they took him to the hospital and they had to induce a coma, and he woke up and he's fucked up now. It's so messed up that they had to change the rules for New York State. The New York State Athletic Commission had to change the rules because of that fight. Imagine if Big Baby did that to AJ, and then we find out that Big Baby popped for 4 different PEDs. Wouldn't be able to live that down, man. This what you Americans do. Meanwhile, y'all got Tyson Fury running around there, but whatever. 2 wrongs don't make it right. And I'm not calling for that. I got on here and said, I didn't want AJ to get killed. Why would you do that? When I ran into Big Baby at the Devin fight, I told him to his face. I said, bro. He said, I know. I said, come on, man. He was rooting for you. That was your night. Andy, that was your night. I know. But I'm going to be all right, though. I'm going to be all right. So we took a pound and took a picture. Got to do better, man. Got to do better. And that Manny Pacquiao thing got me so... Listen, this thing has made me nervous about the whole sport. Miguel Cotto and Antonio Margarito, it wasn't drugs, but it was another form of cheating. I thought I was looking at an instant classic fight between a puncher and the boxer, and the puncher won. He goes in there and tries to do the same shit to Shane Mosley and got caught. And then I said, wait a minute. Miguel's face never looked like that. He was reacting to punches in a way that I'd never seen him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Margarito hit him with a body shot, and instead of defending, he literally tried to get away from him. He put his arm, you know, like in football when you push and swing the arm. He did that to fucking Margarito, like, yo, oh shit, get away from me. I was like, oh. And Max Kellerman says, Cotto's hurt, guys. And I said, yo, I never seen Miguel hit like that. And then that made me think, I said, wait a minute. Kermit Cintron twice. And then when I had Kermit on the show, what did he tell us? Absolutely, he fucking cheated me. And not one time did you motherfuckers say, well, that's Kermit's fault because his camp didn't catch it. Y'all didn't say that. And I was waiting. Y'all didn't say that. But I know. Deontay gets cheated out of his mind. It was his fault. Blame the victim. Nobody blamed. I had Kermit Cintron on here. He said, Margarito got me twice with that bullshit. Nobody said, that's your fault. Your camp ain't, that's all your fault. Your camp ain't do that. You're supposed to know these things. Let's bring the conversation full circle. You'll never be able to cheat Tank. That kid is an old soul as far as boxing is concerned. You can't cheat that kid. Floyd knows all the tricks. And I believe that Bernard had some shit on his hand. When you go back and look at the video, you're like, wait a minute, why is he's trying to get through people? Dude's looking over like, what are you doing here? And instead of saying, nah, I don't know what that kid's talking about. What the fuck? He nervous. I don't know what he's nervous for. Ryan about to beat his ass. I don't know. What? Cream on, put cream? Get out of here. What is that? I don't know what that is. He said, no. He looked like he was about to fall off the stage. Huh? Nigga, I don't believe you. I do believe you as well. That was well scouted. They had somebody in the camp that told Tank that you didn't eat that morning. And by the way, I heard Bernard gonna have some shit on his hands that's gonna make you pop. He probably had that cream in the clear. Come here, Tank. Now it's on him. Beats Ryan's ass and then pops dirty. And then we're gonna have to be dealing with a whole landslide of bullshit. Yeah, you know, Tank Power is a little unnatural. You know, he do be knocking people out. So, you know, I absolutely was on steroids. What are you gonna say about that now, LDBC? People said that Floyd, I heard it before I was doing content. Yo, Floyd's hand's always breaking because he's on steroids. Huh? He got USADA in his back pocket. I've heard shit like that. His hands break because he's on steroids, and that's why I brought up the Joe Calzaghe shit. They'll tell me about the hands that Floyd got brittle hands, but Joe Calzaghe, they'll say Floyd got brittle hands because of steroid use, but Joe Calzaghe, who had an unnatural gas tank for his physique, broke his hand like almost every other fight. They'll just ignore that. And then that's when the Super Coon came in here talking about he's a GOAT. So please, you're in uniform, stay at work. Do what you do. Don't fucking listen to me, dude. That's why I tell niggas, check the temperature of the room before you come in here and start talking. I can't confirm that Joe Calzaghe was on gear. I can't confirm that. I'm just saying it looked unnatural to me. And the fighters that one of the fighters that he fought said it was unnatural. That's it. But I had niggas telling me that Floyd was on steroids, and the evidence to them was he broke his hands in a lot of fights. Joe Calzaghe broke his hands in a lot of fights. But Floyd also wasn't throwing 1,000 punches in a round. So what are you talking about? I was bringing up how they'll talk about Floyd but ignore Joe Calzaghe. That's what I was talking about, asshole. And I know you're still listening. Black man. Y'all niggas is dumb. You buck dancing, tap dancing niggas, stay away from me, man. Stay the fuck away from me. And before I get out of here, let me say this. Shout out to Black Fight Fan TV. That's my brother. Shout out to my sister Cece. That's my sister. Get a lot of weirdos talking shit. Let me be clear. He stopped fucking with boxing because it was fucked off. And it was way before Errol and Bud even got into the ring. He stopped doing trail boxing. But the channel's still there, and he's gonna do other things with that channel. Just like he was doing other things when there was no boxing. They were still coming on every morning. They weren't even talking boxing. They made money during the pandemic. And old media got on here and was complaining because there wasn't no boxing to talk about. They were getting laid off and fired all over the place. And mad at people in the YouTube community for making money during the pandemic. Black Ben stopped talking about boxing way before Errol and Bud even fought. After the fight, he came up and he took his licks. Then he says he's gonna do something else with the channel. Fine. But you got a lot of bitch ass niggas talking about he left because of Errol. No, he left way before the fight even happened. What the fuck are y'all talking about? You know what? Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all just clickbaiting. And y'all know that. Y'all thrive on controversy. But y'all are homos. Y'all are gay. You wake up thinking about us. You dream about us when you go to bed. You think of content to do about us. It's all about us. But we're winners. Winners focus on winning. The losers focus on the winners. And we see everything. You hoes that support that stupid shit, you guys are maniacs. And I'm not wrong for just telling you niggas to stay the fuck away from us. It's that simple. Talk boxing. Why are you on our virtual dicks? Talk boxing. Leave us the fuck alone. Is that hard? I said hard and y'all niggas got moist. Faggots. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. I think the general's on. Let's head over there. Always focus on the goal. The goal is we talking boxing over here. While we talk boxing, they talk about us. Salute to my family. Y'all know who y'all are. The rest of y'all dudes, fuck y'all. Brass on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.